So before we get started on making the pajama set, and I'm gonna go over all the pieces that you need to have. I didn't get piping, so I'm gonna make my own. Well, I had some, but it wasn't enough. I had some left over from another project. So this is what pre-bought. Let me see if you can see that pre-bought piping looks like. You can make your own. This is probably like, let me check. This is an inch piece of fabric folded over, and the piping, the twine in the middle. So I'm gonna show you how to make your own. If you're doing custom pajamas and you can't find the bias tape, which is what I have right here. This is bias tape. This is what the package looks like that I get. It's right. They do have another package. Not sure what it's called. I don't have the other package, but this is what the package that looks like it, and it is double fold. So what this looks like when you get it is like this. It's folded. It's bias tape. So it's folded, pressed in the middle, then it's folded like that, and that's to sandwich your garment in or whatever you're sewing or you're binding. So that's what this is. This is double fold binding bias tape for bindings. Okay, so again, this is the kind that I use right here. Okay, here we go. This is the kind that I use. It's double fold. Gives you enough room. Okay. Now you can find the twine is white. They have it at Walmart, Hobby Lobby, any of your crafting supply stores. I find that the twine, I don't have any on hand, I don't believe. It's super thick. And I've used it before, and I don't really like the thickness of it. Yeah, I don't have any on hand to show you guys. If I can think of it later where I put it, I will find it for you guys, but I'm pretty sure I don't have any on hand to show you. So what I'm using instead is cord. It's elastic cord. Now, I'm not going to pull it for the elasticity. I'm just using it for the thickness of the cord. If you can find twine this thick, or if you like the thicker twine, it'll be fine. You'll be able to use both in this. You'll be able to use the thicker twine in this, and you'll be able to use the cord in this. I'm using Crafter's cord, elastic cord. And this is just something I had on hand from doing exotic wear that I'm using now. So there we go. Which is about the same thickness as the store-bought piping. This is some piping that I've already done. If you can see it here. It's the same, about the same thickness, if you can see. It's about the same thickness. This is one that I've already done. You see how much thicker it is. And the reason why I went with the thicker one is because, let me find, the regular binding is super thin. This is the regular, not the regular binding. This is only, I think it's two-fold binding. And if you can see, this is it opened up. So fold it over would be like this. It wouldn't really give a beginner that much room to work with. Even though this fits inside, we're going to have to do some clipping of the fabric on this end. And having a thicker band gives you leeway, even though it's not the same as this, because even this is thicker than that. So I wouldn't go for the double fold. I would go for the triple. Wait, let me rephrase that. I would go for the extra wide double fold and not the I believe this is like not even 5/8 of an inch. Let me see. This may be an inch wide, and it's an inch wide, if you can see, an inch wide. And this is, well, I said the first one was probably an inch wide, but this is pretty much almost 2 inches to work with. And I would go with the wider one. If you're comfortable with the smaller one, go for it. I didn't have enough of this anyway to make all the piping that I need because I got the thicker one, the thicker black one. But if you choose to use it, you will have to press it out, and you will probably have, I'm just showing you the thickness. I'm gonna stop the video after I do the first one, and it is actually the same thickness as this one. So I guess you could actually use, the inch one, so it was an inch like I thought. You could use it if you feel comfortable using it. I like the thicker, so I'm going to use the thicker. Now, if I bought the pre-bought, this is what I would get. I mean, you're going to have a lot of extra loaded up, so yeah, move this out of the way. And I've already pressed this flat. I opened it up, and the two folds that were on the side to fold in the middle, to the middle, like that. I went ahead and pressed those flat. Well, I opened it up and pressed it flat like that. So they are about 5/8 of an inch, a little over that, almost an inch in half. So what I'm gonna do, this middle crease, I'm gonna lay this cord in the middle. And I have my zipper foot here. And all I'm going to do is take this cord, like I said, and lay it in the middle. I had to turn my stuff around. I have the raw edges. The raw edges have to be facing this way because this is the cord and this is what's gonna lay up against your presser, your zipper foot edge. So I'm just gonna run that cord all the way through there, in the middle, all the way down. So it's gonna be to the left of me. The cord is. So when I put it in my, here, I have a little bit hanging out just because, and I'm going to kind of just make sure that it's inside of the crease and not, dragging over. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let my foot up and I'm gonna come down a little bit. And it's gonna keep the cord over there. And I'm just gonna use my nail to guide it over and keep it as much as I can in the crease. I have my stitch length set on a 4. And this is all you have to do. Keep that snug tight up against there. If you have a thicker cord, then you can pretty much see where it is. I don't know if you guys, well, yeah, you can see it on the camera. Okay, so another thing is you can always pin or use clips to hold this over to the side instead of doing it like I am with my nail. Clips would probably be better, so you could go faster. And that's all. I cut these actually to the length of the each piece. You can pre-cut or you don't have to pre-cut. I just pre-cut because I didn't know how much cord I had and I didn't want to run out of cord in the middle of halfway through all of the piping. Okay, so that's how you make your own piping. And it comes out looking fantastic. I don't know if you can see it like that. It comes out looking just like store-bought. Just like that. Okay. Now we're going to get on to the pajamas.